Rap legend, icon, the dog father of gangster rap, Snoop Dogg, is the latest to sing the praises of career criminal and former President Donald John Trump. And I don't like it. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. And I will express to you all why I don't like it momentarily. But before I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, put all your people on it. Okay. That word icon gets thrown around a lot. Legend gets thrown around a lot. And a lot of the times that shit should not be applied to whomever it's being applied to. However, that cannot be said when it comes to Calvin Brodus, aka Snoop Doggy Dogg, aka Snoop Dogg. My first favorite rapper, this man right here, Snoop Dogg. Before I really latched on to Tupac Shakur, I first was introduced to this man, Snoop, via The Chronic. Had no business listening to it. Had no business. Just got hold to one of my sister's tape. Blown away by it. He followed that shit up with Doggy Style. Had no business listening to it. In terms of gangster rap albums, those two right there. Like if the aliens came to this planet and they said, "Can you tell us about this so-called gangster rap that we've heard of?" If you're gonna give them 5 to 10 albums to listen to, you gotta get those are two of the ones you gotta give to them. The Chronic and Doggy Style. You gotta have that in the mix. You just do. Okay. Snoop is beloved by the culture, man. This Snoop we talking about, man. But because of selfishness, he ain't got no problem with Trump no more. Matter of fact, he ain't got nothing but love and respect for him, let him tell it. I'll read you the article. This is coming from Double XL. Okay. This article is written by Mackenzie Cummings Grady. It says Snoop Dogg has changed his tune about Donald Trump and says he has nothing but love and respect for the former president. On Monday, January 29th, the Sunday Times published an interview with the Dog Father, who said despite previous criticisms of the former president, Snoop currently has nothing but appreciation for him. Donald Trump, he ain't done nothing wrong to me, Snoop told the publication. He has done only great things for me. Snoop then applauded Trump for pardoning Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harry O. Harris. Harris had previously been behind bars for 30 years, serving time on an attempted murder charge and drug charge. This is going back to the Snoop quote. He pardoned Michael Harris, so I have nothing but love and respect for Donald Trump, Snoop continued. Now, they go on to point out at least what he said about Trump previously now. You know, the rappers used to have a love affair with Trump. Rappers in the 80s and 90s and really up until the motherfucker ran for president, you used to stay hearing Trump and the motherfuckers raps. Okay? So Snoop And Trump probably had a relationship prior to this. I think I had seen somewhere where he said he performed somewhere for Trump. Trump had all them casinos and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is a quote from a YouTube video back in 2020. They say said, "So me and my homeboys sitting up here talking about all the people that President Trump disrespected." Snoop said, "Women, gays, transgenders, blacks, Mexicans, Asians, and now veterans. Seems like he disrespecting every color in the world and everything that ain't what he is, which is racist." Snoop continued, "With that being said, the people that voted for him got exactly what they wanted. They gave them what he said he was gonna do. So the next motherfucker, you better tell us what we gonna get for your vote. You better show up and deliver, period." Additionally, Snoop held a gun to a fake Trump's head in his 2017 music video for Lavender, which led to some backlash. So you gonna say all this shit about this motherfucker in the past, that he hate women, gay people, transgender people, black people, Mexican, like Asians, and veterans. He hated on them too, and now say you ain't got nothing but love for him. Why? Because he pardoned Harry O, who's a fucking criminal. He's a criminal. And I know not just Black America, but America as a whole has this fascination with outlaws, with criminals, with mob figures. I know we have that. Okay. In our Black community, all right, we are very interested in BMF. Okay. We're interested in that. We're interested in that. Hell, even before the goddamn 50 Cent TV series about him, we were interested in that. But white America too, they love a good gangster movie. Can I interest in Godfather, Goodfellas, Casino? Hmm. And we got the Trap Museum, they got the Mob Museum. So I get it. But at the end of the day, Harry O was a damn dope boy. A big time dope boy. That's what got him behind them bars. You understand? So now, because Donald Trump done pardoned a criminal, now Snoop done changed his whole goddamn opinion on the man. Why? Because Harry O was the person that put up some of that seed money for Death Row Records. So he gonna turn his back on the betterment of his whole community because Donald Trump did him a solid. When the gangster shit to do, the Crip shit to do, I would think would be to say, yeah, he let my homeboy out, but fuck that nigga. I'm thinking like Snoop would say, okay. That'll be some gangster shit. Cause your partner out now, the pardon can't be rescinded, he ain't president. So you ain't gotta sit up here and coon or be coonish. For Donald Trump, you ain't gotta say he ain't done nothing but good for me. You ain't got to say I got nothing but love and respect for him. That man is out. Harry O is out. Say fuck that man because that's what you said in the past. But instead, shit like that is gonna give Donald Trump something else to use as cover for what he's trying to do because for some reason, it seems like he's been making some inroads with black men. And I'm ashamed of that for black men. Just saw one of my former students recently, a former student who was quite disrespectful. Motherfucker said shit to me that grown men ain't never said to me. Ever. And this motherfucker want to disrespect me over Donald Trump. One of my former students ain't did shit to this young man. But educate him. That's all. And motherfucker want to call me all outside of my name because I don't believe in this shit. This MAGA bullshit. So when I saw the little motherfucker, he want to try to speak to me, and I said, I don't fuck with you. Don't even speak to me. That's how divisive Donald Trump is being, man. But see, what Snoop is doing, being coonish. That's what it is, being coonish. If not being a straight coon, is being quite coonish. That motherfucker Tim Scott, that's just textbook coon right there. That's just textbook coon. Okay. I can't see Snoop standing up behind that man on stage, telling Trump how much he loves him, but he just said he got nothing but love and respect for him. So if that's not being a coon, that's coonish. Because that man's whole vibe, his whole goddamn thing is white supremacy. Ain't got nothing else to offer. Ain't got nothing else to offer out. I mean, again, I keep saying this. I'm tired of having to fucking say this. Any of them other motherfucking conservatives would have given you them damn tax cuts. This man ain't even a damn conservative, I don't think. I don't give a have like conservative principles and shit like that, especially not social conservatism. Oh, he's on his third marriage out here, fucking porn stars and shit like that. Said he might date his own child. He definitely not no social conservative. He might want them tax cuts. That's it. Come on, man. But Snoop doing this shit gonna allow Trump to prop this man up to run these quotes out there to say, see, told you. Just like when Lil Wayne motherfucking ass had caught that other charge, and he gonna sit there and take that picture with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers got rich off us, but when it's time for the rubber to meet the road, they do not choose us. They choose themselves and their own selfish interest. So I keep saying it, man. The black ball players and entertainers keep letting us the fuck down because for some reason they can't remember a day before they got that fame and stardom when none of these folk will fuck with their motherfucking ass, man. For some reason they can't remember that when they need to remember it. Oh, they remember it though when they saying the Illuminati is trying to get them, or the gatekeepers are trying to keep them from some shit, and they want us to ride for them. You know what I'm talking about? But when it's time to ride for us for real, oh, they ain't got no problem with these folks. That's bullshit, dog. That's bullshit. And no, I don't look to no Snoop Dogg to be no civil rights leader. Snoop ain't like that. His whole image is being a damn crip, making good rap music, and smoking dope. That's his image, okay? But as I've said before, if you ain't gonna be a movement member, don't say shit that can fuck with the movement. Don't say shit that can be a hindrance to the movement. Just shut up. He should have said no comment. I don't have no comment on Donald Trump. Just say that. Just say that. Hell, Harrow still would have been out. Instead, he say some fuck shit like that, and what they gonna do? Use that shit against us. And I want us to stop thinking. I'm talking to my people now, particularly black men. Stop thinking this bullshit that the choice between the Democrats and the Republicans is a choice between the same evils. It's not. It is not. Once upon a time, you can argue that because both parties then were in the business of upholding white supremacy. Like both of them had that basically as a plank in their platform. Okay? The Democratic Party ain't like that now. Does the Democratic Party have some racists in it? Yes. Yes. Does the Democratic Party also engage in imperialism on a global scale right now, like what you seeing going on with Israel and the Palestinians right now? Yes. Okay. But I'm talking about right now in 2024. Can you argue that a plank of the Democratic Party is anti-blackness? You cannot say that. You can say that these motherfuckers don't follow through on some of the shit that we want. Okay. You can say that. But the other part, straight up, ain't offering shit. The other party don't want your ass here. One party, you actually see the representative Corey Bushes, of the world, the Bennett Thompsons. You see that. You see them. I don't see them over there in that party. Where they at? Tim Scott ain't no goddamn Bennett Thompson. He ain't. I see Corey Bush call for reparations. Where the Republican calling for reparations at? Show them to me. I'd love to see him. Corey Bush openly calls for reparations. Where they at over there? I don't see that. I see Tim Scott. I see them type of motherfuckers over there in the Republican Party. That's what I see. Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. This shit is not the same. It's not the same. Some motherfuckers don't want justice. Some folks want to be white men. And we got to stop that. I'm going to run that back. Some of us do not want justice. Some of us just want to be able to be like white men. Okay? You want to fuck over women yourself. You want to get all the perks of racism or sexism, I should say. Well, you want to get all the perks of sexism yourself. Okay? You just want the white boys to let you in the door and let you in the party. Okay? You want to click up with the white boys and hope that you can click up with them against the Latinos or something, I guess, and against the Asians. It don't work like that, Jack. Don't work like that. Better stop thinking it does. Some of my Asian brothers and sisters didn't fail for that shit. They be thinking they all good. And then look what happened. COVID hit, and what was Trump up there saying? The China virus, and what was going on? The motherfucker Chinese folks or people of Chinese descent or Asian descent were out here getting just beat up randomly and shit. So much so they had to launch that shit, Stop Asian Hate. Shit ain't cute. Shit ain't. White supremacists don't like them either. That's why we once had the Chinese Exclusion Act. So if the Asians, the Americans of Asian descent, even catch hell, despite some whites believing that they are their equals intellectually, if they be catching hell, what the hell you think you gonna catch as a black man? You think just because you sucking on them boy nuts, they finna fuck with you? No. Stop it. These motherfuckers using you as a pawn, dog. Fuck them. Now, if you're going to tell me, fuck the Democrats and the Republicans, let's do something for ourselves to get us free, you got my ear. You got my ear then. You got my ear. And we talking about some, let's figure out a way to economically develop the Mississippi Delta, you got my ear. If you talking about a way for black-owned companies to come into Jackson, Mississippi and revitalize that shit with new infrastructure and all that kind of shit, you got my ear. You got my ear then. Okay. Hell, if you talking about a mass exodus out this bitch and going back home to our ancestral home of Africa and going to one of these countries that wants black Americans to come home. If you talking about that and using that as a negotiating ploy to make these motherfuckers treat us better over here, hell, or just really doing it. You talking about that, you got my ear. But if you talking about, voting for the Democrats is being a coon and we got to vote for the Republicans, that's bullshit. I'm not finna vote for nobody who part of their damn party platform is being anti-me. That's stupid. Not doing that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. And fuck anybody who's giving comfort to these bastards and being selfish and saying, well, they did something good for me, so I'm gonna say something nice about them. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. So if motherfuckers out here doing that shit, either they're a coon or they're being quite coonish. Or they got them shows Blackish, Grownish. Some of these motherfuckers are straight up coons and some others are coonish. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.